Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm making this video today for Tim. He just recently pulled his pec. He's one of the buddies that was one of the original buddies from the circle of friends when I first got on here. So we've kind of known each other on here for a long time. You guys want to see my view? I don't know if you can see that, Monica. Well, I totally fat fingered that one. I don't even know why I'm making this video this early in the morning. Waking up 5 in the morning. My thoughts are all jumbled and I feel like it takes a while for the motor to get going. I like to drive to work with complete and utter silence. That's the only time I don't hear the voices in my head. Anyways, basically got the rough plan right. You gotta rest it a little bit, get some massage going. The boomstick would be great to have if I don't have that. Something to get in there, something that has like a rounded edge that's, solid but soft enough that it doesn't tear your skin up. And getting in there and really pinpointing certain areas, certain knotted, tight areas, and, putting pressure on that for a good amount of time, then moving it and, pushing. You always push up into like a wall or something. Too bad you can't floss that area, because I'm a big proponent of flossing. I do that a fuck ton with my elbow, and it really helps. But yeah, the reason why I was asking you all those questions is because every time that I ever had something like that was always when I was chasing numbers on the bench and I started slacking on my accessory work, and I paid for it. But as long as I'm hitting my accessories hard and I'm doing my bodybuilding, I never have muscular problems like that. The only ongoing problem I've really had, other than that my sciatica and stuff, which honestly has been really good lately, but the only other ongoing problem is that fucking elbow tendonitis, and I thought for a minute there that I was gonna beat it, and then that incident happened, and yeah, but it's coming back good. Let's check it right now. There's some pain in there, but it's not. It's only when I extend all the way. And judging by what I did this past week, it's not bad at all. In fact, tomorrow I've got my shoulders and bench accessories, so sometimes I give it a couple of days where I just don't touch it, But for you, if you're not doing your accessory work, you should really, give long, hard thought, in my opinion, of just throwing some in there. Because, dude, if you do 3 sets, it's like Matt Wenning says, he's got a lot of theories on this, but you do 3 sets of 30 with 30 pounds. You do that once a week for the whole year. At the end of the year, you move like 140,000 pounds. You do that twice a week, it's like 280,000 pounds. You're gonna put 280,000 pounds into one of your muscles. It's gonna fucking grow. It's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get stronger. Just regardless. Well, one thing also with that is, by hitting all of these different movements and all these different angles, you're just piecing yourself together better. You're sculpting your musculature into a way that it's more functional in more directions. The big threes, the big three, the movements are very precise. It's a certain groove that you're always going over and over and over. It's that same groove. So that same groove isn't gonna strengthen the muscle in a different groove. You know what I mean? So you want to be able to hit it at different angles with fucking a shit ton of volume and a lot of reps. That way you're in my, it's my little saying that you bulletproof your body so you don't get injured like this, And I've been pretty fortunate with how much I've been doing. The only thing is that elbow problem. Nothing with my pecs, nothing with my shoulders. Back when I used to overhead press a lot, I'd always come into my bench workouts with sore shoulders, just because the amount that you're doing, or that I was doing, I just couldn't heal up properly from it. My fucking thoughts are so jumbled. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can do a lot with dumbbells. I'm a big proponent of flies. Don't take them too deep. That's a mistake everybody makes. They fucking take it too deep. You're only stretching your bicep tendon. At a certain point, you get your arm here. Say your elbow's at 90 and you just drop it down. Your arm's parallel at 90 degrees, Your fucking chest is fully stretched out already. You don't have to go over that. Taking it a little deeper, it's not gonna help. But don't everybody, they like to fucking overdo it. You're not getting it. You're just doing shearing force on your shoulder and you're just overstretching your bicep tendon. But flies, man, I always noticed I had sore pecs if I wasn't keeping up on my flies. For some reason, it hits the pecs in such a way that, fuck, man, flies are important. I think so. I fucking do a shit ton of them. When I do my bench accessories, I'll incorporate usually 2 different kinds of dip machines, dumbbells, cable crossovers, iso machines, and sometimes I'll take iso machines and I'll do them single arm. But for you, dumbbells, dude, for as big and strong as I am, the last time I did dumbbells this past Sunday, I did my deload week. I went with dumbbell presses. My top set was 100-pound dumbbells for 44 reps. Then I started doing all my accessories. On the dumbbell flies, the heaviest I went up to was like 32 pounds. This week I picked all the oddball numbers, like fucking 27, 32, shit like that. Numbers that, weights that usually it's like 25, 30, 35, But I picked all the oddball numbers just to do it. But yeah, I was only doing 30 fucking 2-pound dumbbells, but I was taking them slow, squeezing the fuck out of them. Pullovers are great. You can do them. Since you should invest in some bands. Bands, man. The mini bands, those things are excellent. Just grab those double mini bands, man. Those things are really good. You can do so much with those bands. You can do flies, curls. You can mimic a lot of stuff. But definitely with dumbbells you push, you do one push, one press, fly, press, fly, press. Those things are excellent. And you'll count the press and the fly. You'll count that as one, and then I'll usually do sets of 12, so like 24 reps, something like that. Look at all these things. Billy Goat. I'm gonna have to start eating my breakfast here pretty soon. Oh God. But yeah, I can't stress enough how important accessory work is. Every time I slacked off on it, that's when I got injured. When you're hitting them hard, you're gonna be strengthening the muscles in so many different angles and so many different positions that the muscle as a whole is just gonna be put together way, way better and just stronger. And honestly, I don't think you need to worry about any kinds of injuries and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to cut this so I can eat my breakfast before I jump on my machine, but I'll get into some bench warm-up theories as well, and probably I'll think of some other shit that I forgot, because right now I'm half retarded and I'm fucking still trying to wake up. So alright, hope that wasn't too irritating for everybody. I probably said fuck. And alright, part 2. I'm done with work, on my way home. Got back in Bice tonight, but pick up where I left off. Really stressing fucking accessory work. Do what you can. You can take those toe straps, you can hang the barbell inside the toe straps, put weights on the barbell. I was asking you about the if you had a mobile bench that incline, or if your bench inclines, because you can hang those toe straps from your squat rack. Put the barbell through two straps, one on each side, and then you can mimic a downward press like a dip. You can mimic almost like mimicking a dip machine exercise. You can do that with incline too. If you don't have the bench that does that, you can just fucking put it up a little more and stand. Just kick one foot back, put all your weight on your front leg, and you can with the way that it'll swing with the arc, you can mimic a decline press. And with that, you can put a lot more weight on there that's not necessarily going to feel heavy because it's swinging, and the weight's holding it up. Shit like that. You can do like reverse. You could grab the barbell through here like this and press it like that. And there's a lot of different ways. You can hang it from one side, grab the end, put only like a couple of tens or something, lock it in, and then you could do like a fucking upwards fly. There's a lot of different things you can do with that. Just being creative, using your creativity. And then the dumbbells, man, seriously, you can do a lot. And just being able to hit movements at different angles, different positions, just strengthens everything as a whole. Makes it more muscular. And it's just your muscle fibers are just going to be put together better. The big three is great, but you're not necessarily getting the stimulus everywhere else. So I'm a big proponent of trying to fucking build it as a whole. Another thing I noticed was on your warm-ups, how you had everything fives. One thing you can do is on the lower weights, rep it out, get some high reps in there to get blood. Then as you're stepping up, just cut the weights. Cut the reps, and then just start firing. And if your work sets are at 250, you could start doing singles from maybe 225 single, 250 single, 275 single, 315 single, 325 single, and then come back down to your work sets. And that's helping you acclimate to more weight, so you're not building up and stopping at your work set. You're going your work set weight, you're going a little bit above it, and then you're coming back down to it. You can do that every once in a while too. I do that every time. If I'm doing work sets at 405, I build up to 455. Usually 455 now is always my final warm-up, unless I'm doing work sets at like 455. Then I'll build up to like 475 or fucking 500, and then come back down. And then you also want to vary motherfucker, the kind of reps you do, like if you're doing pauses, touch and go, spoto, you want to vary those. And you also want to not only be doing 5x5 all the time. I mean, like, I know you're on Mad Cow, and there's benefits to everything, you know, there's pros and cons to everything, but getting more variables in there, varying your reps more, it just fucking, it's a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with 5x5s. There's a lot of people that get strong on that. Fucking, I do that too every once in a while, you know. But I'm always switching it up. I mean, you look at Freaky D, he'll do 5x5s for like 4 weeks, and then he'll do 3x3, and then he goes up into heavy doubles and singles as a peaking, and that dude's strong as fucking shit. But always sticking with the same kind of shit, after a while, your body gets used to it, and then you're not necessarily going to plateau, but it's almost like your body gets used to that stimulus, and it's not forced to adapt to different stimulus, so you can kind of, you know, lose some steam on your training. So, fucking kind of jumping into something else about that. Anytime anybody asks me, and now that you asked me, I saw, because you're my friend, so I wanted to give you some little pointers. But if somebody asks me in the gym, oh man, how can I get my bench press up? What am I doing wrong? I always ask them, every fucking time I'll ask them, like, say for example their max is 315 and they're stuck at 315 for like a double. I'll always ask them, what's your max reps? What's your rep PR with 225? Fucking none of them ever know. Oh, I don't know, I think I can get it for like, you know, like 15 reps or something, I think. I'm like, that's your fucking problem right there. You should know. If your max is 315, you should know exactly how much times you can do 185 for max reps, 205, 225, 275, because you should always be bringing those numbers up. You know, if you can only do 275 for a triple, and you're never trying to get to like 5 and then build to 7 and then 10, how are you expecting to bring up your 315 reps? So how are you expecting to bench 365 if you're not bringing up your 315 and you're not bringing up your 275? So bringing up everything. It's like if you look at a horsepower and torque curve. You know, you have your peak numbers, right? But it might be a short peak and a drop off. Where's all the power under the curve? You want to bring up all the power under the curve. Bring up your base strength. That means bringing everything up, all your sub-maximal weights up, all your reps on that. And, fucking traffic, good grief. All right, motherfucker. Hey, good guy. Use your blinker. You're a fucking gentleman and a scholar. Bring up all your other shit. So that just comes back into, you know, varying up your reps. How much, because if you're always doing 5x5s, you're never getting that fucking crazy stimulus. Like when you do 225 for a set of 60, the fucking burn that you feel on that, I don't feel a burn on it on anything else. Their fucking 500 doesn't burn like that. 405 doesn't burn like that. All the weights have their own different quality to the stimulus, you know. But the same can be said for 445 for 5 sets of 5. That's a motherfucker the last time I tried it. And that was a couple of months ago. That was a motherfucker, and that has its own benefits too. So don't only stick to one fucking thing. You know, get your volume in there, get your fucking crazy hardcore reps in there, get your heavy fucking weight in there, because you can rep and rep and rep all day long. That's not going to help you move 550, you know. It's not going to help you fucking get 500 off your chest easily. You've got to build explosive power in order to do that. And in order to build explosive power, you've got to have those muscle fibers firing full blown. Like when you fucking mash the gas, you don't want to have a 2x4 underneath the fucking gas pedal. So if you're coming into your bench workout, say if you're benching twice or 3 times a week and the other bench workouts are running you down for your main one, maybe pull one of those out and just do bodybuilding. Get the muscle pump in there. Because every time I deload and I come back into bench, I feel fucking great because everything's healed up and my tendons, they're not overstressed and over fatigued. And honestly, I could probably get away with a lot more, maybe like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe even, and still progress. But I just, for now, I've just been pulling it back every 4th week, and that's been working well for me. But what works now is not necessarily going to work 6 months down the line, a year down the line. You're going to have to fucking constantly adapt, constantly switch it up. But if you're always doing the same shit, no matter what program you're doing, you're going to stagnate. So getting some different accessories in there, getting different stimulus with different things, it's never a bad thing. As long as you're, say if you're supposed to bench, but you're feeling run down, you go in there and you just do a fuckload of accessories. Start off slow, man. Start off light. Take 4 or 5 sets just to warm up. Just do fucking 30 reps. You don't feel it? Keep going. Before you know it, the blood's gonna start going, your heart rate's gonna come up, everything's gonna start firing correctly, you're gonna start banging it. Before you know it, you'll have a fucking huge pump, you'll feel great. You come into your next workout feeling big and strong, But don't take my advice like as gospel, because half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But it's just a constant learning curve, you can figure shit out. You got to be the master of your own body. Everyone is a little different. What works for me, not necessarily going to work for you, not necessarily going to work for everybody else. But it might work for some people for a little while. It might give them some ideas. You take some shit here and there, you throw it into your training, see how it works. Whatever's not working, chuck it out, bring in some other shit. Maybe down the line you come back to it and then it works, So just keep that in mind. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Sorry if this video this is all one take, so I really don't have the time to fucking go over and edit. This is low production shit. I've got to get home, gotta fucking eat, take a shower, and get fucking cranking. But yeah, man, I see your videos, and you're one of my favorite channels to watch because anyone who has a true passion for lifting, and we're all brothers and sisters. It's like we have that same drive. You know what I mean? You understand what everyone's going through. You see when you're on like the rise and someone's hit a low spot. You fucking give them some encouragement. Give them because you might be there. You might be at that point. And somebody else is on the rise, and for them to come in and give you those words of encouragement, sometimes it just gives you that little bit extra that you need, and it's a great thing. So I'm fucking rooting for you, bro. I hope that you can take some of this and that it can help you. I'm not saying you gotta do exactly what I do, but hopefully there's a couple ideas in there that can help you, that might make a little bit of a difference. Hopefully I gave you a little bit from my retarded fucking brain. And I'm rooting for you, and I hope I hope to see some fucking, over the next few months, what is that word I'm looking for? My brain is fucking so jumbled. What is it? 90 loads I loaded today. 470, 773s, 72-inch bucket. A lot of material we moved. But yeah, hopefully you can get some vindication on that and start crushing some PRs again, man. I'm rooting for you. And for everyone that's a subscriber on my channel, I got some videos coming up I gotta edit. I just need to find the time for them. And yeah, everybody keep fucking working hard. Figure it out. You know, you got those tired days that you don't want to go to the, I don't want to lift today, man. You know, fuck it. I had that last night before squats. It's just like, I was laying in bed. My girlfriend's like, you better fucking go before you fall asleep. Felt like utter dog shit. And I squatted something that I haven't squatted in a very, very long time. And it only took me that was the third actual hard squat workout that I've done in the last 6 months. And I wish my bench would fucking rise like that. But yeah, I'll get to it. And everybody have a fucking awesome day. And I hope you guys are having some good workouts. All right, you take care, you guys.